Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome. The sun is setting behind me, which is most interesting. Oh, I see what's the matter. This has gotten moved way closer. Let's put that way back there, underneath there like that. Okay, there we go. Hey. And now I have some room to move a mouse and all that jazz, and I can hear myself. I had a problem with sound. This has been an interesting sound day. There was a problem with sound on Twitch this morning when I started to do Twitch. I didn't have a microphone, and then there was a problem with sound on the TV in where we are this evening, and it was most odd, both of those sound things happening. Look, you can see the balloon behind. That is the new Forester's balloon, the level 1 cliff style Forester, which is what we needed to have a forester in this area, to have a tree farmer in this area. I'm going to change my view. This is Pitti Hamaalakut, and that is the correct pronunciation. Finally, I had it misspelled and mispronounced, and that's why it was so difficult. But it's Hamaalakut, and this is a level 1 firefighter's balloon that we are standing on right now, and I'm going to go all the way down to the walkway in Pitti. Pitti is the Disneyland, or the retreat for Arnaaluk, which is the sanctuary, the Druid underwater base sanctuary. And the last time we were here on YouTube, we were working on this. We were working on adding a private room for Druid couples, and I was hoping to get 2 in, but I actually only got 1 right here, unless I use this area, which I might forego having the underwater pool area to have an extra area. What do you think they would want? I think they'd want an extra area for privacy, so we'd at least have 2 private areas. But on Twitch this morning, we didn't go to this right away. We came from Arnaaluk from doing work. We helped the builders, and we got Troy, the new builder who is in the underground, to be connected to the clipboard and to get his supplies. And Troy is helping Brittany with housing so that we can actually get some new people. Now, Brittany finished the level 2 while we were doing the Twitch stream this morning. This is now a level 2 of this building, and this is an urban savanna hillside residence, and it now can hold 2 people. So we're going to have Brittany move in here. Brittany has decided that she would like to be with Aaron, who is the miner, and the 2 of them, while she was working on his house and using his mind to get to this location. They've formed a relationship, and this is my story. And so they're going to live together here, which means we now have room for Macy to be a farmer right here. So Macy was studying at the university. She was doing research, but this is her, as you can see, her skill set. She is actually evenly skilled to take over this location. So we are going to put breeding on. We're going to have her we're going to begin to bring up the number of milkings they can do a day. We'll bring it up to 7. Stew attempts, I think we're gonna do 0 for right now. And how many times a day? Per day. Here comes the wolf. Hello, you. You're not so afraid anymore, are you? This means that Mackenzie has been feeding him. Mackenzie that's our story, because this wolf has been here for a while. What? Do you want me to follow you? Is something wrong? No? You're just going off. Okay. So we don't have any rabbits anymore, wild rabbits on this hill because of that wolf. But they are protecting the cows, and we don't intend to have any sheep, so we don't have anything to worry about in that respect. And Macy is going to take over this position. Minimum stock, let's have her have a minimum of 3 stacks of wheat, WHEAT. Let's have her have a minimum of 3 stacks of wheat. Let's have her have a minimum, okay, that one's good. Let's have her have 3 axes, and she's just starting out, and this is level 1, so she can use stone. So we'll have her have a stone axe. Stone. It's not going to come to me easily, is it? No, it's not. Stone. Well, actually, that's a stone axe. Let's have her have that. 3 stone axes. So we'll put those there, and we'll see if we have any in our warehouse, because a lot of people are up to iron now. And then she is going to live in Brittany's old house, right next to Brittany's little shop here. Brittany used to be here, but Brittany is going to live with Aaron, and there's Brittany. Sorry to wake you up, but let's manage. And we're going to put Macy here, and this is good for her. Actually, let's look at Mackenzie is good here. Nope. Yeah, let's leave Mackenzie where she is. I think she's in one of the trees. Macy's not quite close enough here, but I know where she can be. Where is Aaron? Is in his own house now. Deleza would be 52. Parnell, Troy, none of these. No one here is actually going to be able to move. So yeah, she's going to be right at the edge of the space, but at this particular time, that's the closest she can be, and we'll see what happens when we get some more housing. Is she better at this house here? This might be better, it might not. And so let's see what happens here with Mackenzie. And so yeah, Mackenzie's 48 and Macy's 36 from here. So let's switch them. Let's put let's unassign. Let's put Macy here in this house, and let's put Mackenzie in this house here. These are the 2 dairy farmers. We will have a third at some point in order to get the rest of the plateau. So right here, sure enough, this works good for her. So Mackenzie is only 24 away. Macy is 36. That's excellent. Bode is okay. That's interesting. He's closer here. Brittany is fine where she is. She wants to be with Aaron. And that is our housing right over here for right now. Now we have, I don't think we have an empty house. What are you working on? What are you working on? Upgrading residences. Okay, good. She's going to upgrade some residences. And we'll see how she's doing with her own house. Living with Aaron. I think Aaron and Brittany are fine. And then we need a forester. And I think we have room now for a forester. Let me look and see. Look at this. Claire is actually a forester. Excellent. Now we know she's a druid. Most of the people here are druids. Her focus is druid, but her strength being what it is makes her a tree farmer. That means she wants to work with trees, and she's probably been studying trees this whole time as a forester. And now one of the most important things that we have to do here is we have zoning on. Break leaves can be on, but that means they need a shears. Using shears can be on. And let's do obtain the tool. And we now have, we should have in our hand, yes we do, a tool. And let's come over here because she's not going to be doing this whole place. So we're going to go to the outside of this area right here. Let's come down about this far. So let's do one there. And then let's cross over here to this area right here. Right all the way over to here. And let's do another. I don't know that that did anything. Oh, I didn't touch anything. Hold on. There we go. So we can see that her area that she's going to be cutting from is right here. And I think that's okay. I think I'd like it to be over a little bit more. Let me see what it says. I think I have to discard and get another one if I want to reset it. Let's go back. I'd like it to have just a little bit more of that mountain area there. Let's select a tool, obtain the tool again. And let's come out here and let's try that again. Let's start from here. Let's start from right in this corner right here. So let's start from there. Wait, I didn't touch. There. And then let's go all the way over to down here to this tree, to these trees right here on this part right. Wait, I don't want her going down too far. On this part right over here. See where this is? This is perfect. And let's have her do that. And now let's see how much of a block we have. So we have a block that includes these trees here and these here. It looks like it has a double block. It might, but that's okay. Both of those areas are fine, so we'll have her do that. And now let's get her some tools and see where she's going to live. Because right now she's living up at the university. So we're going to, first of all, get her minimum stock. And this is a level 1, so she needs 3 stone axes. And she needs the stone ones. So we'll give her those. And what else? And a pair of shears. So let's have 3 shears. Shears, G-A-R-S. 3 shears. And there we go. Now, can she get down? She can get down to here. And then she can go around to here to get to the trees. And right now she's waiting for Deleza to bring her some things. I'm going to see about making some shears and some axes. We have 2 people now using stone again. And let's see how many we have. So let's go to settings, let's sort, let's look, and let's look at axe. And for stone axes, excellent, we have 21, so we're good. For what else do we need? Oh, shears. Shears. For shears, we have 4. Hey! Okay, so there's plenty of that. Let's come here for just a second and look at Troy. Troy's asking for bricks. Wow. Sand bricks, sandstone, smooth. What's Troy working? Why does he need those? Oh yeah, he's helping with the Sandyton. That's why. Okay, we'll have to go get him those. However, 31 stripped logs. We'll have to go get him that. 2 white beds. Wow. He's going to be waiting for a while. 45 oak he already has. 66 sandstone he already has. The birch. So all he really needs is these top pieces here. And here we are with beds again. And I want them to make the beds at Arnaaluk, so we'll wait on that. And hi, hello. And let me look here for a second. I'm going to take a sip of water. I had something that's made me very thirsty. Birch trap doors, it says, are there. Everything's there except the stripped spruce wood panel. Leandro and stripped. He only has 2 things that are missing. So let's get spruce wood and the other panel. Wait, the other panel? Birch panel. Spruce wood and birch. Let's do that. Let's take these and put these here. I haven't gotten to Brittany. We're working on Leandro right now, and we'll put that in there. Let's go and get spruce and birch. Wood. Ooh. Let me look at that. Plank. This is spruce wood panel. And so we'll see. The birch plank we can do right away. A birch. And let me see if we have any planks so far. We don't, so let's, how much plank do we have? Let's go ahead and get and make some plank for this project. So we'll take this 44. What's that? That's a piece of stripped spruce log, not wood. And I think you have to take, let me see, spruce, stripped spruce wood is several logs. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind. We're making panels, yes? I think we are. If we are, we're going to have to change into a player, change into a survivalist, a someone on Minecraft. And so let's come here. Everything's okay. And everything seems okay. And let's come to here and come to here and become a survivalist. That means we have hearts and chicken pox. And so we can start by making this into this. And then let's see how many panels we need. Nope. Yep. 14 it looks like we need. Looks like we need 14 panels, and I'm gonna look again. They're full panels. Panels, full panels. Birch. And that's 16. And we'll put these in here. So we'll put all of this away for a second. We can use the birch for the bed as well. What's happening? We could make 2 beds with the wool that we have left. We still have a fair amount of wool, so we should be okay. It's nighttime, so the only people walking around are our lovely druids, our peacekeepers. And here's the wool. So we'll come here and we can make the beds, the 2 white beds that are needed, using birch, wood, and we'll go ahead and make the beds. Up, up, up. See, that's why we're staying a little bit more in this. Let's take this, and that gives us the correct and the correct, which is 1, 2. And they don't stack outside of the backpack, so we're good. Next, Leandro. Stripped spruce wood plank. I guess I'm going to have to strip it. So let's get some spruce. It's nighttime. We can do that. All of our makers or most of our makers are at Arnaaluk, and that's the way I wanted it to be. Sometimes if we have what we need, I'm just going ahead and making it. The problem with this one is the amount. That stripped spruce wood for 10, it's not too bad. I think we can do it. And so we're just going to go ahead and use the spruce that we have. We have spruce log, so we can come over and get a short stack of spruce log and change it. There's 26, that's a good amount. And we can just put it against this wall here and strip the logs and then make the wood. We actually need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 1 more here. Okay, and then let's do an axe, and we'll just go ahead and strip them down. And hopefully before anyone gets up, without hitting any druids, we can collect these. Ah! I thought it wasn't going to come on because it's so late at night. I thought that it had cooled down enough that the air conditioning was not going to come on. It just happens to be right where I'm sitting. And I do not have a situation where I can change that. All right, and so let's put this here. Let's come here. Let's get these 16. Let's take them and make them into wood. Let's make sure. So this is where everyone gets stuck. Is it stripped spruce wood or stripped spruce log? And it is absolutely wood. And so we have to find wood first. Stripped spruce wood. And there it is. So we can put this here. We've got plenty of these. And we're just going to put them here and see how many we can make. And we can make that many. And then let's see how many this is going to make. Panels. Are they full? Yes, they are. Wait, are they full? Variant full panel. Yes, they are. Okay. Just have to make sure that everything is exactly what it's supposed to be. And how many do we need? I think we only need 10. We'll check again. Yes, that's what we needed, 10. Birch plank panel is still not showing enough. Uh-oh, there's the stuff. So let's take these. Let's do this and put these away. We have 16. That's why. Because we need more than that. Birch plank panel. So there's the numbers. We only have 16 and it's saying 17 here. So I think that's why it's not showing, but we'll find out. We will get 2 more of these just to be on the safe side. That is the refrigerator as usual. And here's more panel. And so now it's still showing. It's still not showing. It showed the stripped right away when I put it in, but it's not showing. Let's make the full 31 that it's asking for. 1, 2, 3. I think that will make the full amount that we need. And we'll put it in. That definitely makes 31. And see, nope, it's not responding. Okay, fine. So we'll just leave it. And then the next, unless it's not responding because someone else needs panel. So that's Leandro. We did Troy already, but I'll look for a minute. But he has all of that. See, he just needs sandstone, smooth, stripped oak log, but a whole lot of stripped oak log. And I think I'm going to ask the forester. Wait, we have a forester. We have a forester. We can ask for that. We have a forester. Yay! I don't have to do that anymore. Yay! Okay. So we have a forester, and hi, Deleza. And so we're going to see now. What did she come and get? Oh, she came and got lots of stuff. So we're going to check now. And not that way. Wait, why am I coming this way? Hold on. Check our forester for a moment. So let's see if we can get to the forester. And we can. There's Lilith. And Brittany is asking for something. She's a little distressed.
It was a fine afternoon.
Oh yeah? Framed oak planks? I will get to you in a moment. Brittany, I will work on this.
Good day to you.
I will work on it. Okay? Okay. We don't have a sawmill yet. We have to research it. Yes, we have a building, but we don't actually have a sawmill. So we'll have to research that. Let's come down here. They can actually reach the balloon from this platform right here. And she is actually here. And let me see what it says here. Let's look at custom recipes. And it is showing all the woods that she can do. And there's our birches and our oaks should be here before any of these other woods. So I think everything is good as far as that's concerned. She can do all of those. Are they in alphabetical? Nah, they're not. They're just all over the place. So, okay. So she can do the stripped wood that's needed. And she right now is waiting for the axes to be delivered and for the other pieces, the shears, to be delivered. I don't think she, honestly don't think that DeLaza would have trouble with that walkway there. Aaron is waiting for...
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I know. And they're all supposed to be delivered, and they actually are here, except torches. So we might have a torch. Remember I was supposed to give them some torches, and I didn't, and I still haven't, and I still can't. I can't give them right now. I can make some torches for them. And let's let Sadie go by, one of our couriers, one of our logistics specialists. And we'll let her go by, and we'll come here and let's make some torches. It doesn't hurt. Let's get coal, and we can see it sitting right here, and it's right over here. There we go. Let's just do 64. No, let's do half of that. And then let's get sticks. Sticks. SK. And we have a number of them as well. So we'll get them from here. And here they are. And we had string, but that was wonderful that we have string. Where is you? Why aren't you here? I think there are, oh no, look. There are lower ones right there. Okay, that's cool. Torch. Of course I know how to make a torch. I do actually. I'm just using the recipe because it's easier. And let's see how many we want to make. I think we just want to make 64. Yep. And we'll put them in here. Everybody needs them, so we'll do it like that. Let me see what Cade needs for a second. And then after I finish doing this, I really would like to see... I thought we made... Oh, we didn't make that kind of barrel. That's true. We need a ton of jungle things for him. He's working on... and another white bed. Let's see here. We still have wool here. We still have birch for the bed. We'll just go ahead and just do... We're going to have a bunch of beds because of the housing that we're doing housing right now. I That is so curious. I keep hitting that same one every single time. And there we go. And he needs a bunch of jungle stuff, and we might be short on jungle stuff. So I'm going to go look and see how much jungle we have. And check for a minute. Inventory, nope. Let us not sort for a minute. So we're in trouble here. This is all the jungle we have left, and we do not have any logs. So we're going to have to do something for him. There is some of the stuff that he needs, but there's not enough. It's what I'm sure is going on, and we'll work on that. However, before we go to Arnaaluk, we were, as I said this morning on Twitch, deciding to have an apiary, and we have an idea for a specific apiary. Where can I go? I could go up here. This apartment, or this house, this tree house, belongs to Simeon, if I'm not mistaken. It is. Is that 2 beds? Nope, that's just one. We might have a problem here, Houston, because that has 2 beds there. Which means that this house might not be set properly. But we'll check. We'll check and see in a little bit. I don't want to worry about... Wait, I didn't do what I went up there to do. Let me... it can't really be seen from over here. Yeah, good. So let's change. Let's get my magic back, my superpowers back, and there we go. So let's go down. Do we even need to go down? Yeah, we probably should go down. So let's come down here. The sun is setting, which is good. So I'll show you. I can raise it up above. It should still be there, so we'll see if it is. Jungle Treehouse, apiary. Apiary. It is not still there. So let's, however, since we're looking at it right now, so see, this is the apiary, level 5. It's a beautiful tree. The only problem with this tree is that it's got 3 levels above the tree, it looks like, where they have this part right here. And so the question is, do I want to fill that in? They're going to take away the tree. That's just what's going to happen. They're going to take away the tree. But I love this idea of the honey. See how they have the tree, the inside of the tree being like an inside of a hive. And I absolutely love that idea, specifically as a Disneyland kind of thing, that it would be fun for the kids to be able to go into this building, through this secret door right here, and be inside a beehive. And there's just one thing that I just realized for a second though. What's keeping the bees? Oh, nothing. Oh, and that's even better, I think. Yeah, the bees just come back to their hives. And so each of those little sections there should be, so I've got 1, 2, beehives, and then places for them to crawl in. 3, 4, and there must be one up 5. Okay, I guess so. It looks like they can crawl into theirs. That'll be interesting if that's a problem. This we don't need, and this we can take down in the long run. So I'm not really worried about that. X. So what I am worried about is where I want to put it. So it's nighttime. The sun is setting. It's 9 o'clock at night. This is the mystic site right down here. Right here. And beyond the mystic site right here, we have this tree location right here. This tree right here. And I think this is the tree that we want to do for that. And this is the problem. So let's X. Let's come. Let's go to apiary again. Apiary level 5. Okay. And let's put it down on the ground. So if this is where it's supposed to be. So now it's flat on the ground here. And this is the ground we want it to be on. Notice everything is coming into play. This is our problem right here. The dormitory is close, or one of the houses is close by. I think that's the second dorm that's close there. So I could do one of two things. If we put this here, see how it is right here? Let me come up and see if I can get a better location. If I turn it a different way, it is a square, isn't it? Let's turn it for a minute. It is not a square this way. Where is the university? There it is. There's the university. And where is this? Ah, so we have enough room here. This is the only one that's in trouble, the dorm. The dorm is the only one that's in trouble. And let me just look for a second and see. So in order to put this here and not have the dorm be in trouble, we would have to move it beyond the tree to this location right here. So there isn't a tree there. We would be putting this tree in right here. And a person would say, well, maybe that means there's a different one. I know, but I really like this one. Sound like a kid. I want this one. Yeah, I do. I want this one. Let's come back here for a minute. So this is the enchanter right here. We have this area here, and I don't like it there. I want it here. So here's what I'm going to do, because what this is going to do is it's going to erase the house that we have going up right here that he's been working on. The hut block, I think, is endangered if I bring this back to where I would like it to be, which is right here in this tree. And let's look at it and make sure. So there's one part of the tree there. The secret doorway is perfectly located right here, if I'm not mistaken, although I don't see it. Hold on. It doesn't make a difference whether this is day or night, because of what's going on here. Let's bring this up one so I can see where the things are. And that is the door right here. See right there like that? That's the door right there. And as far as being on the land is concerned, it is on the land like this. It's got a border, curiously, which is fine here. We can have that border. All right, so let me see where this is. Let's see where the hut block is. The hut block is right here. And where is the line? I'm probably gonna fall because none of this is here. Let me see where the white line is. Wow, that's close. Let's go in. Not close enough. Good. All right. So I'm going to build this, and that will allow me to make to have it match. Let's move it this way a bit, so that I can have it match this tree. I'm primarily trying to put it in this tree right here. This one right here. And I think it's still on the ground in the right place. This is where I want the ground to be. And so we're just going to put it in. So what's going to happen is what he worked on is going to disappear, and then he'll just have to rebuild it. So are we ready, everybody? Look at these crossovers here that we have. And it's right here. This is a level 5. And let us construct it. Okay, and there you saw. So let's X. And there it is. So there is a portion of the trees taken away right here, and we're going to have to bring them all back. We're going to have to bring all of the trees back in this area here. Look how many leaves are gone. This is supposed to be one of these trees, and the way I'm going to do it is actually with a plan. This is fine. The dirt is okay here. The greenery is okay here, although this is looking like it's down a little bit in this area. It did go down, but I'm okay with that. Let's take these off. We don't need these. If we want something, we'll have to put it in. And from the fact that it comes in this area here, doesn't it look like it's down one too low? It is. So it's just going to step down into this area. We're just going to have it step down into this area here. Let's remove these. Let's remove these. It's a forest. I know the idea of torches and all that, but we do right here have modern stuff right here like this. So we don't need this right here. And how much did it damage what he was working on? Let's find his place that he was working on. And look, he hadn't gotten to it yet. Okay, good. That's excellent. So we can put the tree back. So see where the tree is missing? The green one and the yellow one that this is. Right here is the one that we need. He's taking away the green one here, and we'll fix that when the time comes. And this is all the wrong leaves here. And this will be very fun to sort of like get this back on track. I'm going to remove this. And we're just going to have this be down to this level right here. We don't need this edge along this. I'm okay with some of this, but I don't think we actually need the additional piece. It's already edgy. It's already edgy in here. So I think this is good. I don't think we need quite so many of these as is here. And we're going to take this down. I think we're going to take down these right here. We don't have it going up to any place. Let me look at it and see if I wanted to. Definitely not. Definitely not. We'll use elevators. So, let's begin with this. How long have we been here? We haven't been here a full hour yet. That's good. So let's remove this part from here. I'm not getting the stone because my people built this, and that's usually what I say with this kind of situation, that Taana builders gifted this place to Pitti Hamaalakut, and by doing that, they aren't getting more materials. And then we'll figure out the tree, which I might go ahead and do, if I can, and I think I can, go ahead and put the top of the tree back on here with these leaves. And I have to be careful because, see, he's taking the leaves off here to make that house. So we just need a layer or two of these. And I think the way I want to do it, I'm going to come down here and look at this for a moment. We've got bushes in this area, walking area here. There is a path part that comes over here that doesn't have anything to go with it. Let's do path. See, there's no slab for path. We don't have. And let's look at our slabs for a second and see. I mean, we could do the mossy brick or mossy cobblestone, and that would probably work the best in this area. So why don't we do mossy cobblestone right there, and over here let's bring this part just a little bit like this. There's nothing here, so we can take that up. And I'm sorry guys, this is dangerous, you guys being in a little hole like that. So I'm going to fix this tree. Oops. You're not going to let me put something under you. There we go. Just so that we have this way of walking. And then with this here, like this, we're going to have to bring this back one so that we can put something here. There's plenty of room for flowers, and there are other flowers in this location. So I'm not that particular right now about the flowers not being there. I prefer this part to get fixed here. So do we want this to come down? It's fine. We'll have it come down. Now the real question is this. So see, this is here. This is what this tree should be. This is going to be wild and crazy. But if we were going to do this, why didn't we just go ahead? If we were going to do a level 5, why didn't we just go ahead and do it in, what's its name? In the flat world. Because then we could automatically change the log into the correct kind of tree without affecting anything. Let's go to the flat world for a second. I want to do that. So let me put these things away. I'm fine here. So let me save and quit to title. Yeah, I should have done that from the beginning. And let's do single player. Let's do the flat world. And let's come here. All we have to do is do it over top of that. So we're getting, there we go. And this is our terrain. Let me look and see what this is. It is a crane. So let's go over to, we do have a town hall here somewhere. There it is. We're gonna go over and put this in the box. While we're here, we probably should do, let me see what this says. This is a restaurant, subtaxi, and supply ship. We know what these are. This is a crane. Let's put the restaurant over here, and then this is the Oak Residence and the guard tower, which at level 2, these 2 level 2s I need to work on. But for right now, let's get a new scan tool. And here we go. And there is a placeholder block. And where can we put it? I think we can put it near the border with these other things. There's where we were extracting the crane. And yay, we did, and it was fun. All right, so let's come here. And let's touch solid rock, sacred ground. Yes, I think so. Jungle. J-U-N, and here we are. Apiary. Husbandry, apiary, level 5. Okay, and let's raise it up so that I can see the whole thing like this. So here's the entire place. And then let's, is there any stone on the inside? Is there any stone stuff on the inside? I don't see any, which is good because that means I can remove that. that stair completely. Let's go for this. All right, so let us build it, construct it, and there it is. All right, so this is here, and now we're going to put in fireworks. We're going to put in a piece, one placeholder right here, and all the way up to this top one. I need something to come up from here, right here. Let's touch down. I need to build up to find it. I'm not good at doing this, so this is the only way for me to be sure. It's not the only way to be sure. I'm sure there's some other way that they would say works better. But for me, right now, this is the way I choose to be sure. So the top of this tree is here. I don't want it going up any higher than this. And let's move, let's see, it looks like this should be here in order to do that. So let's see, how do we get this across, just to make sure that we have the right top for this part. Is this at the right location? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so now that we know that this is at the right location, we don't need these, but it doesn't matter really. They're not going to show anyway. But let's take our tool, and this is the top right here, and let's go down to the very bottom right here. And let's look, and let's show resources. So the jungle wood, the jungle log and wood is what we're going to look at first. So jungle log, we're going to replace the jungle log with birch log. With birch log, select and replace. The oak log I'm going to leave, but for right now, let's replace. Let's do that again. Replace the jungle log with birch. With birch log, select and replace. And there's what it looks like. Okay, and then we've got woods that need to be replaced. So let's continue. Jungle wood, there's 15. Replace with birch wood. Birch wood, replace. And let's do that again. Replace with birch. I don't know. I tried to figure it out and I can't figure out why. Let's remove the stone staircase. The dirt paths are fine. The vines are actually fine for right now. Poppies, ladders are good. The stone brick slab, let's remove it. The dirt is fine. The fence is fine. Jungle leaves, let's replace the jungle leaves with birch leaves. Do we have gold birch leaves? Hold on. Gold birch leaves. Golden birch. There we are, golden birch leaves. Let's select And let's change. Let's do, aha, there we go. That did right away. And that gives us this. This is nice. Let's change the vines to glowberry vines. So let's show resources. Show resources. And let's go back to vines. Birch log, poppies, dirt path, that's all fine. Ladders are fine. Dirt is fine. Jungle fence is okay because we have lots of jungle in other places, so that's fine. Oak leaves on the oak tree that's there. Hold on. We'll change the oak leaves. Let's change the oak leaves to the regular of this one right here. What does it say these are? It says they're oak leaves. Let's change those oak leaves to the green birch leaves, as well as finding the vines that we're looking for. So there they are. Let's replace with glowberries. Glowberries. Select and select. And transformation from vines to cave vines is ambiguous because the following properties are not present. So we kind of can't do it for most of them because see what's happening here? Where they're located isn't working for a lot of it. Let's take these off. Let's just take off these top ones. And I think we'll have to take most of them off. Those are fine, but these outside ones we'll have to take off. So we'll just take them off from the top, right here, because they're not in the right place. That's the ambiguity that they were talking about, and that's fine. I'll see if the glows still show in the right places. You need to have something sticking out here for you. Let's remove that one. If we're going to do this, we might as well not have any. Let's take them off. I'd rather put them on at the end. So let's take them off, show resources, and let's go to glowberries and let's remove them. Remove. Remove. Okay. Now we definitely don't want to remove any campfires, but we do want to change the oak leaves and make them birch. And I think I do. I'll see what it looks like. It's going to change all of those leaves down below, I think. Hold on a sec. Are these oak also? Yeah. So we'll see what it looks like if we change them to birch. Show leaves, oak leaves, replace with birch. A-V-E-S. Birch leaves. Select and replace. Let's do that again. Replace oak leaves with birch. Birch leaves, select and replace. So now, yes. So now they're these. And I think I'm good with that. They at least match the trees. And we have, this is part of the forest area. I like this look so far. Ah, poor door. Poor door. So the door, we're just going to have to change when we get there. Let's get the rest of the stone off. So show resources, dirt, 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 ladder, placeholder pieces, jungle, birch, grass, the door. Let's just leave that for right now. This is what we need to remove. So let's remove these. And everything else I think is okay. I would remove the torches, but I'll remove them there. Or should I? Where are they? Let's remove the torches. I just usually end up removing them anyway. The campfires are not affected. See, there's 5. Those are for those. Item remove. I don't know what that item is. Let's remove the torches. And stone, brick, and cobblestone. Somewhere there's stone, brick, and... Oh! There's a stone brick. Where's the cobblestone? Is it under the tree? I wonder if it's under the tree. Yes, I know. I do that. I think we all do that. I don't want to remove the cobblestone because I think it's under the tree, but the stone brick, definitely. So we'll remove that part. And that gives us this. Oh, maybe that's what it's talking about items. See these items here? That might be what it is, that because they're floating, they're there, but technically they're not. And I think that's what's happening. So then we'll get the rest of them in just a minute. So let's remove the stone brick. Stone bricks, remove them. And there goes the rest of these pieces right here. So we'll take these out. And now what's it say? Dun 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 dun! There we have it, people. There we have what we should have put in. And what we're definitely putting in right now. And look what it looks like in this tree. It's lovely. And there is the hut block, and everything else is in order. And so let us rescan or save it. I think we can just save it like that. It needs a name. Here we go. Let's come over here. Let's just get out of this for a minute. No, let's do M2M. M2M. M slash not scans, because that doesn't work. Slash IARY 5. And let's just save this for just a second. Apiary 5 blueprint. And let's look And then we'll come over here and see what happens. Let's see if we can find it. And so click on there and the pack and go to M2M and here, and there's the apiary. And there it is, and there it is. And it is right directly above those leaves, and we're good to go. All right, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna go back in and build this over top of the other one. And so we can X this. Everything else is good. Let's put this in here. Let's put the apiary right here. And let us return. I've got too much stuff. Let's take these away. And everything else is okay. Should I do the 2s before I leave? So doing the 2s means I have to fill this in. I was filling it in by hand. But I don't think I have to. Yeah, I kind of do. I have to fill it in by hand, I think. Hear that? I think I do have to fill it in by hand. This is why I haven't done it yet. Because I think I have to just take each one all the way up to the top. And I'm not sure that there's an easy way to do this. I'm primarily trying to keep there from being there's that. Yep. So around the tree, let's just put in these ones here. So I can get this to acknowledge from the outside. Oh, there's some here already. Have to go around them. To come out on these areas right here. I don't know how, I'm afraid that I actually don't know how I would get this to come out properly. Using a scan tool. Because the scan tool doesn't, I'm not taking the air away on top, and so how would I separate the air? So sometimes you just have to do this work right here. Side. Is that over the top? It sure is. So if those go away and continue from here. Did I get them all? Let's see a lot of empty spaces in there. I do. Let's see if I can reach. I can't reach back. I'll have to do this. Do that part when we get to it. Okay, so that seems to be like the whole line that we can put here. I think we can reach the other, but let's try just doing this for a second and seeing if I can reach that. I can't reach the whole thing, but we'll come to here. Alright, so where this needs to be is right here. We can see this line right here, and then this line right here. I'm good with that. And then we'll begin to do the line in this direction. Can I reach back in here? I can so far. So let's go this way then. All the way out to here. I'm actually standing on these to bring them out to here. And the one that I'm standing on, right there, and let's come up. So, yeah, this is one of those things where there's so much work with this that this is, I probably should be doing it on Twitch, right? It's probably a Twitch thing to do, usually this kind of fine work. Because YouTube people don't want to see anything. Now, if I was watching someone do this, I'd actually be intrigued listening to the music and doing stuff like that. But we're all different. And yeah, so this is just really me trying to get, I think I missed the under part in here. I don't have any right here. There we go. That's more like it. There's one there. That seems good. And that one up, that, and that. That's not too bad. Okay. From here, so I'll come along here and fill these in. I can't get them. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can get this now from here. Right here. Right where the leaves are right here. It's going to clear away anything right here. So I'm just going to bring this part up right to the tops of these parts right here. It's primarily, but for some of these, they are in the tree, in trees. I don't want them taking away all the wood and all the stuff in the area. There we regards to this. So that's why we're doing this. So I'm only going to do one. Uh-oh, you see what I see? I think we're going to take away the rest of that, whatever that is, in there. Unless we want to walk this back, this part right here. We'd have to walk back the two of them for a minute, just so that I can get this. This is what Minecolonies does, and this is the thing that takes a long time when you have style designers who are designing, especially if they're doing it as a single project by themselves. Props to them for being able to have the dedication to do this. I have a tendency to just want to see things match certain builds that I'm doing, and in regards to that, I'm fine with doing some parts of it, and then there's other parts that I don't really care to do. As you can see, as much as I love Minecolonies builders building things, I find that I have a tendency to just go, if there's a conflict, I'm perfectly happy to do what I'm doing with the apiary. I want the apiary to be there. They'll build the little house on the prairie. They'll build the they'll build the dormitory in the trees above it, and everything will be fine as far as that's concerned. But the fact that I would not be able to build that dormitory or the treehouse, or the, that is a treehouse, or the apiary at the same time is the thing that I begin not to care. Wonk wonk. I'm doing this for fun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2. Let's do this. We'll put this here and here and there. There we have it. Now above this mark, it doesn't matter so much. It's already in the trees. So it doesn't matter in that respect. It's this space right down where the trunk is that's always the problem. On the jungle pieces, you can see them having this space filled in beneath the buildings, just to make it that you can put a tree in. You can put it in a tree in the jungle without tearing the whole jungle apart. And that is what we want to do with the dark oak, which is not the way the dark oak was intended. And that's very important. It wasn't intended for old growth forests. In a traditional dark oak forest, I don't think you'd have to worry so much about the ground underneath the trees, because usually a 4 tree like this has that amount, needs that amount of room around it, just to make sure. But that's one of the things that we are taking into consideration right now with this. Must be standing there. Yep. So Arnaaluk, the Druid sanctuary that is paying for and is requesting a place on the surface, a safe place on the surface. We're underneath, we're in the water, and we understand that. Why can't we have a place on the surface? Is the request that they made. We miss our trees, we miss being able to roam through the forests and feel safe. And yeah, I totally understand that. As a mer, being able to roam through the seas and feel completely safe. And so in that respect, that's one of the things that I agree with them on. Do we have a missing? No, these are out too far. Yes, they are. Okay. This is where the piece of land was. So that's why this comes out as far as it does. I probably don't even have to do so far. It was really to get rid of that land piece. And but we can put something under here. And judging by how I'm beginning not to care, again, I care about all sorts of things. I do. I really do. I do. And there are things I do not. And so we'll come down here. I don't think there's anything down. I think we missed this. And here. Let's come here. Let's come here. Can I reach that? Nope. And there. And so, yeah, Arnaaluk was like, that's fine. We're fine with that. We'll see if we can find an amenable dungeon master that is not threatened or is not going to pursue. If we say, you're not using these old growth forests, are you? And what would actually happen is they would want gold, and that's fine. And the fact that they are concerned, the tsunami really, really gave them a terrible fright. More frightening than a player. Yes, seriously, more frightening than a player. And so in that respect, they're a huff and a puff and I'll blow your house down. They can get very huffy, but in the long run they'll accept gold. And so that's all we need them to accept is gold in them their heels. And then that makes it fine. So when I do this, I have to rescan them. I get this part done. And this is my, what I always talk about. This is my searching for diamonds and looking for emeralds and going to slay the dragon and searching for purple and doing all that kind of stuff. This is my version of that. get to that? Did I make a mistake? Okay, there we go. I did, but I was able to get to it. All right, this one, and this, and there's a missing set here. Boink. Okay, let's get the lower ones first. And walk on these. And there we are. And these are here. And these are here. That one's right where it should be. Saying that's the end of that piece, judging from the corners right here. What do you think would have been easier? I don't know. Yes, 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 and almost there, and almost. Yeah, so the people who come to Arnaaluk are druids who are either suffering from PTSD or wanting to do something other than destroy things, or are traumatized by loss. So a lot of them fight, and they don't win the battle. And so the loss, the fact that they failed sometimes does not causes them to be really distressed. And so, is that still in the, yeah, it is, okay. Hi. Vincentus Primus, everybody. Let's just bring it up just a little tiny bit in this area here, so it doesn't take too much else off. That's already there. And this part here, so we're not separating. And you look at this and go, okay, now how do I build on this? I would have to take this underneath part and transfer it over to there, and transfer it, well, not that way, because that's a different building. Transfer it over from here to there, which is why they start with level 5 and build back when they're making new buildings. And I totally understand, because look at this. So what do I do? Do I say that this part under here isn't going to change all the way up, and then just take that and what? Take a scan tool and just scan in this part? I think maybe so. And just fill this part in for this part of the tree. And then we don't have to worry. We don't have to be concerned That works. All right. Good gracious sakes alive. Now we're still going up in this area here on this side. But once we do it, then it's done for the entire rest of the tree. Yeah, for this one over here and for the two beyond that. I think it's done. Well, I might still. I see where this is right here. So I might still need a little bit right here to keep that. Yep, it's over the line. I might indeed. I'm so thirsty, but I don't want this water. I mean, I'm drinking it, but I want something sweet. This is how you get. I definitely do. Banana water is wonderful. I just don't have any right now. Alright, so I think we can go there. Okay. Well, the problem is that if we bring it up like that, we can't actually scan it to the other ones. We can only scan it as far as the bottom leaf part. You can only scan it to there, and then we'd have to just individually put in. But it's definitely better than doing the whole thing for all of them. Now I'm restless of this. I have been up all day. I actually skated. I had an event when I was skating, one of the kind that I don't like to have. There's no problem with falling. Falling is just a natural. I mean, if you're on a bike, you know, you're gonna have flats. You know, you might fall. If you're on skates, there's a possibility that you're gonna fall. If you're skiing, there's a possibility that you're gonna fall. If you're ice skating, all of that's fine. All of that's fine. What's not fine for me is mixed skating, where there are kids skating, and it is exceedingly hard outside of big urban areas like Philadelphia, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, to find a skating rink that's still open, that actually is not for kids, that actually has legit adult nights and things like that. And so I can understand. So what I do is I'm fine with skating with the kids. It's just to have the time on skates, to have the to be able to stretch out. The music is but you know, sometimes it's okay and everything's fine. The problem with kids is that you cannot lose your focus. You must focus on them. You must. And towards the end of the 2-hour skate that I had today, now I've been doing this this is like the 4th time that I've been skating with kids in this kind of way, probably 5th time that I've been doing it. It's all fine and good. You just have to keep track of them all the time. And I allowed myself to get distracted mentally, meaning that I was thinking about something, and I turned around and literally did not have any place to go. I turned around and there was a child on the ground behind me, and I fell over them. And the thing that I'm always concerned about with that is, you fall, and if you fall on them, you're going to hurt them. I didn't fall on the kid, but in not falling on the kid, I fell in a way that I couldn't control, and I actually hit the back of my head on the floor. And so, yeah, and it hurt. Ow, it hurt. The kid was fine. The kid was gone. By the time adults came over to me and were concerned, the kid, and I was like, where's the kid? Where's the child that was here? And one of the other adults was like, oh, they're long gone. They skated off. They're gone. Okay. So, and I don't mind that. It's not a thing. It wasn't their fault. And I mean that. It wasn't their fault. I just lost track of them. And I'm really good at keeping track of the kids. I just got distracted by, it's really easy sometimes, to allow things that you think are important to keep you, to make you not be in the present. And that's kind of what happens. And so all it takes is just one. This is what happens with any kind of accident. All it takes is just 1 second of not paying attention, and 1 second of not paying attention. And I think it is the most embarrassing thing to have an accident with a child. I really do. On the skate floor, I think it's the most embarrassing thing for me. I don't care about what other people do or whatever people think. I don't care. I don't care if people say, it happens. Not to me. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And so I'm a little tired. And so when I say I don't feel like doing this right now, as far as the what needs to be done to do that, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go back. We're going to escape, save and quit to title. I'll come back here when I haven't had. The thing about the fall was I've never fallen and hit my head ever. And I've been skating for 40 years, probably 40 years. Oh no, I quit. Oh no, why did I do that? Let me get CurseForge. We'll come back in. 40 years, maybe? And I have never, ever hit my head. Ever. You usually fall and you hit your knees. You fall on your bum, or something like that. That's the closest I've ever come. The most damaging for me has always been falling on my knees in some kind of way, and I haven't done that in a while. I'm really careful about skating. I like the exercise, but I love to dance. I love listening to the music and just moving with the music on skates. So Neoforge is loading the launcher right now. The launcher is loading Minecraft. And so that's what we're waiting for just a moment. And this is our 10 minutes to our second hour. So we have another hour. We're going to put the tree, we're going to redo that apiary. And then we'll go to our Arnaaluk and we'll get jungle wood because we need it in order to do that. And that's interesting. I have to talk to Vincentius Primus when I'm done and tell him what happened when when the game is not on, the sound changes, and I wonder if that'll give some hint as to what's going on. Let's get CurseForge to go away because it has commercials and I have a processing power problem. So I have to make sure that everything that doesn't have to do with the game is off. All right, so in our haste to work on this, we put in this. Well, we wanted to see if we could, first of all. And then after we did it, we had the thought of maybe we should have put it in with the wood changed already, but we didn't. So we're gonna go inside, find the hut block. I believe this is the hut block here, right here. Yeah, okay. And so I'm gonna touch here. We're gonna switch to Monster to Mermaid. And we are Ancient Athens. And then here we have apiary, and we're going to match, we need to match the piece. So we've got it pushed there. Let's turn this way. There we go. Now that is exactly where everything else is. Let me come here. There should be a door, and there is a door right there. Something is wrong, and we'll figure it out in just a minute. I've got a couple pieces of wood that shouldn't be there. Oh, I know. They're going to fill in because there was nothing there, I guess. This isn't in the right place. So let's bring this forward. That's the problem. And there we go. So we brought it forward some more. That matches. See where the stone is? That one's not matching, but I took away one of the pieces there, and that's why it's not. This part is matching. These trees are matching. All of this is matching. He hasn't gotten to this yet. He's still clearing away the leaves on top so he can build this building right here. So we are going to put this in right here. So you see what's going to happen? I think we have some pieces that we might still have to do something with. But here we go. We're going to, I see that, I saw that druid constructed. And there it is. So we just constructed this over top of the other one. And let's see what we've got now. And this is perfect. All right. And he hasn't gotten to this part yet. so we don't have to worry about that. We can take the gold leaves and fill in the tree part right here. How much time? We have about 5 minutes left. What's going to be hard with doing this is that this is really flat. And so we'd almost have to do it in layers, flat layers, in order to get it to match. And so I think right now those kinds of things are things I'm not really keen on doing right at this moment. The door is in the right place. The ladder is in the right place. All of these parts are in the right place. Let's go up here, look and see if I have some more. Nope, all of this is okay. And I think even if they jump down from there, they're not gonna really get hurt. Let me see. They must have figured it out that if they jump from here, that's far. But that's what they have, and I think it's just for the bees to climb up. Let's hope so. The bees to just be able to travel in this area. So there's Penelope. Penelope already visiting. Let's do something about this door right now. And this is birch, dark oak. Ah, dark oak. So if that's dark oak and jungle, let's look at a cutter. Let's get a cutter. Let's get birch, wood, birch, wood. Let's get this, and let's get some kind. We could do spruce. That would be it. Yeah. It might be too dark. We'll see. Let's do oak. They're doing dark oak. So we can do oak, or we can do birch and see which one we like the best with this. Now, when they did this, they did plank for the center material, and this is variant full. So let's come right here. Let's put this down. Let's go to doors, variant full. That's variant full is what it says, but it's this one. It's this variant full right here. So we can take this and put here and take, why don't we take this to start with and see if we like it. That looks correct. It's not though. I need it to be this way. That's correct. And then let's try with this and see if I like it better with the darker. And spruce is going to be too dark, I think. But let's put the spruce in for a second and see. So this is spruce, this is oak, and this is birch. So let's bring these up, bring this down, take this here. So the spruce one looks like that. Oh, did it make them go away? Oh, it did, but that's okay. I can fix that again later. All of this that we redid. So we could do it like that. Interesting. I wonder what happens if we use log. Hold on. Let me try something. Let's take these. Well, let me see which one I like better. So there's that one. here's this one. And here's this one. No, I actually like that one. So it's between the spruce and this one. That's interesting. Let me look at this for a second and see how much this stands out. This right here. See, it doesn't stand out at all. And so we're going to do the birch. And so let's take all of this for a minute and put them away, except for the birch one. Let's put that away. Let's put this away. Let's get the plank again, and let's get the log, and let me see if we can make it with the log. Let's put this here. Let's put this down. Let's see if we can make it with the log and it will be sideways. That's what I'm hoping. I know that's one of them there. So we'll put this in and put this in. Now I can see it. It's still straight. We can try this, but if it's gonna bug me that it doesn't match, then we might have to see. It's still doing that. And that's the second one. Wait, where is it? Oh, it didn't change. Let me see this. Well, now see what's happening here? I would almost rather have this, because then at least the pieces are in the right place. I think I'm just gonna have this. I know that it would be fun to have a secret door, but since I can't get the birch to match, I would almost rather that it was like this. And if we want it to be secret, all we have to do is remove these guys right here. So let's come here. Let's take all of this away. This is in. Let's take the axe for a second. And I think we're good. We can take a shovel. Let's take the pickaxe just in case. And let's just go ahead and do this for a second. I'm going to take away this whole thing like I did with the other one. And it's like, why didn't you do that in the thing? Because I wasn't sure what, but I don't want these. It's just too much light here. And we don't need quite that much light. I would almost rather see where we are and see how it looks and see how all of this is working just fine in this location. Let me take a shovel to this part right here. We have an actual tree right there, and I'm going to let this go because we're stepping down into this area where we have this going on. I'm fine with this being uneven, and I'm good with this whole area here. So here's the other tree, the tree where this is being built, and he's still working on it. I'm a little concerned about him taking leaves away right here. See this? This is what I'm concerned about. I can't recall him. Grr, this is scary. So hopefully he won't chop away all the leaves underneath him. And this is why we have that piece there, so that we can be sure. And we'll let that go. Yeah, I'm not real keen on losing people just because. So, so we have an apiary right here, and we'll put the tree part on later, but I want to come in. Let's see if I have anybody. Manage. I have not a single person. Ah, look at Riley. Dexterity, it's not quite in the correct pieces. Nobody. Morgan is the baker, and she could do this job as well. She's the only one so far. Watson, the chef. So that's interesting. So the people who work with food can do the honey. Charlie's not bad, the druid. If she wanted to not be a peacekeeper, she could do it. Lilith's upside down, and I think that's everybody pretty much. Parnell's not bad either. She's one of the produce farmers, and so yeah, so but we'll find someone who would like to take this on. And those pieces that we had, we're going to take that away. We don't need it. What could we do? Do we want to do slab? I think I still like doing, I think I want to do the mossy cobblestone, because we have those in other places. So I'm just going to fill in places here. I think I brought this back so that I could have a little bit more space there, and we'll just put that down to make it easier for the druids and for people coming into this area. And we might as well put it all the way across the way we did. And there's plenty of places where they can have they can walk up and down in here, and we'll path it. So see, this is pathing right here. Let's go ahead and path this part into this area here. See right here where, where is it? Oh, it's right here. So we could, in fact, yeah, look at all these poor little babies that are going to be damaged in this part here. I'd have to move them all over. Oops. To make it that I can put in a path that goes right to here. And there isn't any reason for this to come down. So we're going to just go ahead and add these two together in this spot right here. Just because, just to make it just a little bit easier in some of these areas. We've got lots of beautiful areas here that we don't necessarily need to come down. I think I lost one of the other kind of flowers over there, but that's okay. We'll check for it in a little bit. So then we can just go ahead and take this part around. Let's do path here, here, here. Oh, sorry, puppy. Sorry, puppy. And there it is right there. And so we can do a path over this way and see where we are. So we can have a two path run right up to this part right here and cross over. Oop, oop, oop. And then cross over here, cross over here, cross over here. And let's take 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we are. So we've got a path through here, which is fine. We could do gravel or something if we wanted, but I think this works. So they can come from here, and believe it or not, we can continue right over to this other one. Let's put these right here. There's one of these. So let's put this in. And I think I took one away from in here. So I'm just going to put that back. And see right here, because we'll have to let a couple of these go so that I can have a little bit more of a path right through to here. There we have it. So let's take the pathing. To have this here like this, so that when we go this way, we can take that. Where do we want to go? We want to go straight. Here. And there we have it. All right. So these are the beginnings of all of our pathing in this area. Let's take these out here. Put this back now. There we go. I like that better. Let's do that over here. And instead of just putting in 2, let's go ahead and get moss. We have this, but let's get moss. Let's make the flowers go away for a minute. Moss. Mossy cobble. And slab for a sec, and we'll take these off right here and put the cobblestone in underneath. Because of where this is, it shows in that kind of way. So take this, I want it to look like it's coming out of the ground, and we're good to go. This is, the rest of this is good. We have enough flowers of different types that we need, and this dark area here is perfect for this. What's lighting this up? Ah, there it is. There are lights in the trees lighting that up, and I like it. So we'll leave those. What's lighting this over here? Let's make that one go away. But I see why it was there. To show that there's technically no way around here. We would have to go to here, maybe. People are going to walk this way around this tree, aren't they? Of course they are. I'm going to watch and see what they do with that section. and we'll see. Hi, everybody. And there it is. So this is a part of the Disney experience, the retreat experience that we're trying to create. The kids can even come down from the university right here. This is where their school is, right here. And they would be able to visit the beautiful tree that gives you the experience of what it would be like to be inside a beehive. And that is what we wanted it to look like a Disneyland thing, where they can see all the honeycomb in the tree and listen to lectures about the importance of the bees and what is going on to protect them. And so we just need a beekeeper. So let's go look at our people for a second up here who are visiting. Let's not have any tools on us for a moment. It's too easy to make a mistake with a tool. And so we're going to just have those go away. So Taana is gifting once again. So Taana's gifted a couple things here. They've gifted this apiary. They gifted the warehouse because there was some question about stability. And they gifted the flower shop and this particular farm because they were in conflict, these two buildings. We wanted to have the farm and oh my gosh, Jelly Bean! Hi and good night. Happy sleeps. Have a wonderful sleep. How are you? You missed where I was saying that I bumped my head today. I bumped my head. But I'm good. Oh, it's so nice to see you. What a pleasant surprise. Hi, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna tour tomorrow. I think Friday I'm going to in both Pitti and in Arnaaluk, just go ahead and have a tour and have everybody see where everything is at this current time. But right now, let me come back to, I think there were some things that we needed. One of them is definitely jungle wood. And I'm going to look here. Sand bricks and sandstone bricks is actually what Thaler is using in the Sanditon buildings that we are doing. And so we need them. And yeah, and then we'll see. We can get some lanterns from Arnaaluk and those kinds of things. And this is where we are. But yay, I'm really, really happy about the new apiary right here and the path that goes to it, all full of flowers. And yeah, so there it is. The original style is jungle, and we just actually used a scan tool and changed it into a birch tree, which is perfect. All right, and this is one of the dark oaks that we want when we build the next level. We don't want them putting in the land, and we don't want them doing anything taking away what's here underneath. So those are some things that we will fix in the flatland. And then we'll work on the dark oak trees. Ooh, look at this. Look at the tavern. Leandro is working on the tavern, and look what we've got. Oh, this is lovely. I think this isn't supposed to be like this. Oh, how interesting. Is there a way to not have it do that? It's actually connecting to this corner. This is new, by the way. This is an update of this building. There was nothing here like this. That's been added, and some seating. And look at the glass. They're using a different glass here. And that is most curious. Wow. Ooh. There's someone asleep in there. Who still lives? Wait, Claire? No, Claire was supposed to move. Why didn't we move Claire? Ooh, this is too far for Claire to... Yeah, 145. She is complaining. She is definitely complaining. Let's come over here. Weren't we supposed to be moving Claire into one of these places? Let's come down. Who's here? This is Mackenzie. Ah, yeah. Okay, Mackenzie's there. And around the corner, I don't think we have any place yet. I moved Macy, and I forgot I didn't have a place for Claire yet. So, this is supposed to be being worked on. Should I have Claire be here if there's nothing for her to do? Let's see if she's taking... Dun, 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 dun. Look, she's taking down trees. She's taking down trees and replanting. Let's hope she is. But this is the area where the trees are supposed to be being grown. Let's put that there. And it'll just drive me nuts. It's a little weirdness on my part. Also, these, why don't they wash away in the rain? So yeah, that part's okay. And renew that. And, ooh, cool. All right, so where's the border? The border's all the way to here. So we still have this area. If we wanted to put something in the trees, we can actually put something here. Here's our baby, our queen bee, and she seems to be okay. She's not going in, but she is okay. I wonder if that means there's too much honey or something. How do you get honey out of these? Just with a... I have no idea. What? Have I never done it? I don't think I ever have. Can you do it with a bottle? Do you have to have an empty bottle to do it with? A glass bottle? I don't know. Yes, look at that. Ooh, okay. That was cool. So she's just hanging out, and we'll leave her and we'll see if she goes back in. I just got honey from that tree. Look at all these flowers. Look at all this stuff that I picked up from doing that, including these, but these don't exist. The flowers are from the trees that were there, but the lanterns are not. The lanterns are from the build, and the build was gifted. So we're not going to have that be there. What is causing you to not... Do you not like that? Let's put the tree back. Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's bring this up. Let's put a flat there. It's definitely her, the one who was hanging out right here, and now she's hanging out right here where this beehive is. So she's waiting. So this is the reason, remember, we said that we weren't putting the whole stairway in, and sure enough, she is removing it. And this morning on Twitch, we helped her remove a portion of it so that she could get this building built. She's working on the level 2 of this. She's done. We're not going to put it back. We're covering it up. We're going to wait until later. Claire can actually come down to this area here, and we could make it like this, that she can come out to here, and then she can come over here and beside the balloon platform here, and she's right here, and this is where she is cutting down trees in this neighborhood, and there she is, as a matter of fact. And is she regrowing them? She's supposed to be. And we'll see if she is. I'm just doing this to see what her commute is like. So then she can come back over to this side. Why don't we take this, just this edge right here down to make it just a little tiny bit easier. I don't want to do a path yet. I just want to see if it's possible. And it is possible. Okay. And eventually this stairwell will be here for them to use, but not right now. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's go back to the warehouse for a second. I've got a ton of stuff on me. And I'm going to put it in lots of flowers. Lots of flowers. And so I'm going to take them all right now. Look at all those beautiful oaks that we have. Birches. I said oaks, but those birches. We are going to toss these. These don't exist, but we are going to keep that. Toss the torch. That is not one that I made. And so let's come to here and let's take these pieces right here and put them away. And then we can put this down here. I think the cutter's gone already, so we can take those away. This is where this is supposed to be, and all of that is where it is. And we can see just from here, dark oak wheat for Mackenzie. We'll bring wheat back. And then it's mostly the sand. There is some barrels. The framed oak planks, if we can get them done, that would be good. Smooth sandstone and the birch door, but it's definitely jungle wood that we don't have, and we'll have to make sure that they're doing it. And let's see what we're taking back. Let's sort. There we go. Hi. And let's come here and let's look for tomates. Yay, team! We've got some tomatoes. Some tomatoes. So tomatoes. Oh, excellent. Look at the peppers. And we've got milk. Wow. Now, can he make anything yet? I don't know. I'll have to check. The coffee goes to Taana. Taana has gotten to the point that they just love coffee. So we're taking that back. The bottles belong to them. And I don't know that we have any corn yet. Let me take these. So I need this here, this here, this here, and I think that's everything. So then I can move that into position. Let's look for corn for a minute and see if there is any. We do have a field being worked, I think. Might not. I don't. Okay. So the corn's just there, but it's not being done yet. Let's look for iron. And oh yay! Look, there's iron. So the unprocessed minerals are what we're looking for, because we don't have anyone here to process those things. And look what we've got. We've got iron, copper, gold, and coal. And all of those go back to Taana. No, they go back to Arnaaluk. And I think I'm just going to put them right here on me. And let me see. I don't think we're ready yet. I don't think we're in the right location to get some of the other things. So redstone, not yet. Diamonds, no. Lapis, LAPIS, and all the lapis is processed already, so we're good. We're good. So this is what we're going to take back when we go to Arnaaluk, which is where we're going to go right now. So the sun's setting. Oh, it's perfect. So we'll have a sunset view of, let's come through here. Hello, Simone. Simone is pretty. Let's look at your stats. Not quite a druid, and a first-year student. Not having the things that we need, and I'm going to put up the map for just a second to see the apiary. Beekeeper is dexterity and adaptability. So dexterity is the first thing that we need, and we need it to be larger than adaptability. Dexterity first. Dexterity and creativity is a Fletcher, and dexterity and agility is the actual florist. All three of those we need, and so we'll keep on looking. I can't get over the change. This is wild. That building's changed so much. The level 2 is being built of the tavern. And so we looked at Simone. There's one over there. I can see a person's name over here. Yeah, let's come down. Isn't this interesting? It's raining. We can almost not tell. Moses is or was a carpenter. And does he actually have carpenter? It's so interesting. They say there are things, But when you go and look, that's a sawmill, a carpenter, is knowledge and dexterity. The dexterity is 10, the knowledge is 5. So he wasn't a good carpenter. Maybe he liked it. He wanted to be. He wanted to be a carpenter. But what can he be? Adaptability. And all he's got is adaptability. So he's a Wilson. So Wilsons were some of the first knights and archers, primarily knights of Omo, the original city. And it's really raining hard. It is. We can go underneath this little area right here and look at this. And we can actually just sleep for a moment. Yeah, there was green right here, and that's changed a little bit. And this area is up in this part. So I guess we're not sleeping there anymore. To put the path in. That's what happened. Yeah, it was to put the path in. That area got sharper right in that portion right there. The tree is down to ground, so we don't have to worry about it. So I'll put this here. I know I'm supposed to be going there to Arnaaluk, but I was looking to see if I could see some of the other people. You can actually go to the town hall, and right here, you can see Simone, Moses, and Bryson is somewhere. So those are the 3 that we have right now. And Lilith is over here. I haven't seen Bryson. That's Simone right there. And let's see if I see another one. And I don't. So I don't see anyone. So we're just going to leave for now. We'll wait until we come across them. I don't want to travel in the rain. It makes it really difficult on the processing. So we're going to bring down a bed and a sleeping bag. And we'll put it there. Let's put this back. And let us go to sleep. And we'll leave in the morning when it is not doing that. All right, here we go. And Jellybean would be very happy to know that I have been drinking water. Let's get on the balloon. Look how pretty it turned into a beautiful day. We'll come up here. I'm just going to keep the stuff I have on me. I know I can put it into the luggage right here. Well, I'm here now, so let's just go ahead and put that in. The driver is saying I'd be more comfortable with not holding on to all of that, and I'm going to say you are correct, sir. Okay, so we're going to take out our magazine and look at it, and you can see from here what's going on. We're only going to have about 20 minutes at Arnaaluk, but we still need to go back there, so we might as well go. And here we go. Let's look for Arnaaluk's signal, and here we are. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So the driver's already gotten out, and we're just going to come here, and let's get our stuff that we're going to drop off. A portion of it, the rest of it. What? I hear what?
My rustling over there.
Not at all. Did you hope that I would have?
Yeah, I was trying to. I hadn't gotten on recording as me getting snacks yet.
No, you haven't. Vincentius Primus, everybody. And that's interesting. Unlike at the other location, yeah, I didn't hear any of that snacking. Him opening chip bag or something and making loud noise. That didn't happen. That's what he was actually. Oh, Kendra, what is this? How many people is this? Hold on.
Good to see you.
Emmy, you too? Who is
Great
this?
to see you.
Philippa. Where are they coming out of? They can't read this. At least I don't think they can. They shouldn't be able to read this. There's nothing in here. Oh, I just put something in here right now. Hold on. I wasn't supposed to do that. That's why I'm not supposed to have anything in my hand. Yeah. Oh, but there is. Oh, there's still stuff. They might be trying to reach that. Let's get them to come back. That was Emmy and Philippa. So let's go to we have to do it really quickly. We don't want them to suffer from what do you call it? When you're exposed to cold. Hypothermia. Is that it? We don't want them to get hypothermia. So let's see if we can find Philippa. And this is Emmy, so let's recall her. And there we go. And let's see where Philippa is. This is Harry. We have two Harrys. And let's come here. This is Philippa, so let's recall her. And you see that? You see how long they've been there? That they're actually starving. So I'm going to have to keep an eye out on that. Luckily, because we did the research for fish, for them to be able to swim, we are not losing them to drowning. But I'm not quite sure how they're getting out. Yes, there's water. This is Juan right here, who is our concrete mixer, and he's actually there. I've got a ton of stuff on me, don't I? Let's go to the warehouse for a minute. There's one of our druids. And let's come over here and see. I could put it in a stash box. There is a stash box upstairs. So let's take the upstairs stash, the brand new stash here. Guys. I saw that. Okay. They're just having fun. This stash should be good. So let's try it. And it is. Okay, there's one part. And then let's get this and this. We'll hold on to that and have that go back to Taana. And I'm gonna have to get the stuff out of that submarine up above. And everybody's walking around and looking for stuff. Are they having trouble? Does it seem like they're having trouble? No, they're going out and delivering. So I think they're okay. I'm just concerned, a little tiny bit concerned about the submarine. The submarine actually, I think, has the hut decoration in it. And that's the reason why I'm a little tiny bit concerned. And that's why I'm wondering if that is causing them to go out. They can't, actually. There actually technically isn't any way that they can go out. Technically, story-wise, they can ride one of these up and then ride it back down when it's empty. And that's usually what they do when they bring stuff to this submarine. And this glass piece can close over that. All right, so I think everybody's okay for right now. And the additional tomatoes and peppers will be greatly appreciated. The fact that we didn't have to purchase them is one of the things that's very important. We do have a submarine here, and this is one of the scrubs, and it just doesn't have a diving suit yet. So we need a diving suit for this submarine for them to get out to it, and we could work on that. What am I here for? I'm here for some things, so let me quickly go to the other warehouse and order them. Let's see, I suppose I could attempt, see if this works. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's see what we can find first. Let's see if there's any junglewood here. Sam? Hi Sam, how are you? And let's come here, let's sort, let's come back. So we need jungle. And we have enough. So we're not gonna have any problem getting that. Stripped. And you see there's some strip stuff. So it's just a matter of asking for the stuff that we need. I like doing it at the other warehouse. So we're gonna go there and do it. It means that they have to bring it to the other warehouse, but that's okay. Yes, I am here very, very late. For me, this is usually, I'm usually done by 7. Some of the other times I've been done by 9. This is probably going to be the latest or the super early. Super early, super late. It's Thursday. I'm probably in conflict with some of my favorite Twitch people, but I can't check right now to see. My phone is not handy. And here we are. This is our favorite place to order. And let me see if we got anything that we needed. We did not. So let's cancel these completely, and let's look at what we have here to start. I think we're going to have to... Interesting. Didn't we have 4 pairs of shears? So that means that all the shears are gone. All the shears are gone. And we need 44 oak fence and a barrel and 37 and wheat. Lots and lots of wheat. So let's start with the wheat. And do 1, 2. It's not a lot. I almost need a full chest of wheat. Cancel. Cancel. Let's do, let me see what the number is. A number for a full chest is 9 across of 64s is 576. So 560, 3 rows is 1728. 1728. So request, and it's going to be delivered in, it's going to fill the whole thing. So we'll just leave them, and that'll give us all of our, that'll give us a full chest of drawers. Why is that only, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and this is supposed to be 27. So that would be the full amount, but it's not giving me the last 3. Are we out of wheat? Oh, wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting if we finally need to open up our wheat fields? Let's look for wheat here. H-E-A-T. 17,000. I don't think so. And wheat seeds and durum seeds. So we don't need any of that. We are going to have Michaela order. Michaela is the beekeeper here, and she is going to order bees. Her bees apparently got sick, and she doesn't have any. And so we're going to order bees for both Arnaaluk and for Pitti. And let me look for a second. There is something that I was going to look at here. We still don't have any honey here, but I know why that is. We did look at wheat, and I thought of something else, and I've lost track. Yeah. We have a decent amount of eggs. Yay! Let's look for saddles. We only have 2. Well, that'll buy us a decent amount. That'll buy us at least a row of something. And so, but it's too little to take away. So I think I'm not going to be bothered with that. What did we do here the last time we were here? We know that Danny is working on putting in a dome here. And he has gotten to the level 3. Let's see if he has. Yes, he has. Yay! so Danny is going to upgrade, and you can see the glass, the panels, and concrete, but a lot of glass. Movement. Oh yeah, I feel that. I feel that again. I'm amazed that he doesn't feel it. But he doesn't. That Vincentius doesn't feel it. Ooh. So Danny's going to put in the rest of this, and then whatever I think this goes all the way up to like a 5 or something like that. So when he's done, then whatever's still leaking we can correct. But until the full dome is in, I have no idea. I do have an idea, but we're just not going to worry about it right now. Let's look. Since I'm here, she did get kimchi, which is good, and she did get steak dinners and ramen. Yay! Okay. I don't think I gave her those. I think that, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There's the first lag. The first transport is away. Let's come down here for a second. I don't think I can look at anything. Oh, but I can. Yay! So there's a bunch of things that need to be gotten, but she's not being held up by what she was asking for. At least I hope not. I'm going to see. I see the prismarine being there, but she noticed that some of it got done already. That's prismarine brick. This is prismarine wall. Let's come right over to Avery over here for a second. I want to see if she knows how to make prismarine wall. Vincentius. That's so interesting. You weren't walking, were you? Oh, that's so curious. So, let's look and see if she can make prismarine. This is prismarine brick, dark prismarine, and dark prismarine. This is prismarine wall. Okay, so she does have a thing for it, and she's got some stuff made. Let's look and see. And sure enough, look at there. There's prismarine wall sitting right there. Do you hear that? There's water running somewhere. Might have to do with this ceiling. That's interesting. It's like having a leak. But I don't know where it is. What's the matter, Jorny? So Jorny is a druid. She has some food. We can look at how much time? I have no time left. No. Did I at least order? All I ordered was the wheat. So after they get us the wheat, then we'll order some other things. But yeah, so the wheat's going to be delivered. And when it's all delivered, then we'll go from there. And I think this is going to be it, people. Right here. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Oh, it was so fun to see Jelly Bean for a second or two. That was great. And enjoy your games, everyone. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And yeah, I'm okay. Actually, I'm on concussion watch for the night, just to make sure that I didn't do some really extreme damage of some sort. I think I'm okay, but it's always good to be safe when you hit your head. So yeah, and yeah, we've been listening to Drone Hands this evening. Drone Hands is on Bandcamp, and he's on Twitch and Instagram and YouTube. And now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus, and his projects are Excitable Me, Blood Music, and Man About Town, and they are also on bandcamp.com. And so here we go. This is Excitable Me's, a single from Excitable Me we're using as the end piece. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now.